Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at Super Baby 2 Giant Ape, the INT character, and how he performs after his Extreme Z Awakening. Now, I'm getting around to this super duper late, but you know, at the end of the day, as long as we review the characters, it doesn't really matter. The big thing with Super Baby Giant Ape that I will say is his biggest issue before I get into his passive and everything is that he's just limited because of his leader skill, being a nuking leader skill, int type attack plus 35% per int key sphere. He is ultimately just limited from too many stages. There's nothing really wrong with the character. I think he's a great sub general banner easy aim. It is literally just the fact that he is so restricted that actually cuts him the most. But anyway, int type attack of plus 35% per int key sphere, absolutely crucial for any nuking event, of course. Then greatly raises attack and defense on one turn whilst lowering the enemy's attack. This is also a great leader's super attack ability. The raising of attack and defense is crucial. The lowering of attack is very, very helpful in the time of events now. Basic effects, attack and defense up 130%. When HP is 30% or more, key plus 2, attack and defense of 100%, medium chance of turning into a giant ape. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense of 150%. When there's another inhuman D to create a body and mind or GT bosses category ally attacking the same turn, launches an additional super, chance of performing a critical hit, damage reduction, and evasion rate 20% up. When there's a Pure Sands, Hybrid Sands, or GT Heroes category enemy, launches an additional super, chance of forming a critical hit, damage reduction rate, and chance of evasion up 20% as well. For every attack performed, attack and defense of 30% up to 150%. So what is very important with Baby, ultimately, is that he's a bit of a jack of all trades. He gains a ton of his attack and defense on super, like a ton. He gets 150% when attacking with 12 or more key. He gets an additional based on whether he's 30% or more. He gets greatly raising on his super attack as well. And he also has, obviously, potential for up to 40% damage reduction, 40% evasion, and 40% crit chance. That's like the jack of all trades of like passives. 40% this, 40% that, 40% this. He's not necessarily a specialist in anything, but he is necessarily doing enough to warrant, you know, kind of over investing in any of them. That's generally the case with Baby. Link skill wise, Total Conquest, Metamorphosis, Saiyan Raw, GT, Hatred of Saiyans, Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle is a good link set, especially when obviously you want to link them up with any of the other GT category characters. GT, Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, so all very crucial. In other fair chunk of teams as well, Artificial Life Forms, Battle of Fate, Corroded Body and Mind, Final Trump Card, GT Bosses, Giant Ape Power, etc. But obviously you need to have it in Human D's Corroded Body and Mind or GT Bosses category ally, attacking the same turn for him to get his full passive. You also need to be facing a Pure Sands, Hybrid Sands or GT Heroes enemy. It's not too hard to do this, but obviously it does restrict him a little bit. And then when you couple that with the fact that he's already restricted as a character in certain stages, then it can be very, very difficult to run him. Like it can just be very, very, very difficult to run him. So all in all, I would say that Baby is okay. I think his restrictions hurt him the most. I think as a unit he's decent. Decent post super defense. He's a bit of a jack of all trades, so you can build him however. You could build him additionals if you want to. I would say if you build him a little bit of everything, you're also not wrong. But it's really, honestly, his biggest hindrance is the fact that he's limited per stage. Even the enemy limitations or classification is not enough to warrant saying that he has issues. It's really just that. The giant form itself, pretty good. Obviously, giant form, it kicks in under a certain health threshold. He can transform. I think he can transform once only, so he can only transform once, and there's medium chance of turning into a giant ape when the HP is 30% or more. Obviously in this giant ape form he's pretty good, some really decent damage. He has 170% attack, I believe, per key sphere obtained. The giant form's biggest issue is that you can't really control when it happens, but aside from that, it's really nice to have. So really good unit.